Who am I? Why am I here? How may I serve? Asking these 3 questions and lifting your heart to hear the answers, you'll be on the path to creating the life of your utmost desires. Your soul is asking you to step forward onto this golden path of your true divine nature. It all starts with the heart, to ignite the power within you and to remember your divinity. This is Align with Divine, and I'm your host, Kat Divine.
Hi, Kat.
Hi, Michael.
It's always really great to have a chat with you. Since this is your first show officially, I just wanted to do a little bit of an intro. I feel particularly aligned with you. The funny thing is, with Beyond Being Human, it's such a broad range of topics that we're covering. And the tagline, exploring our multidimensional nature, is always kind of in my mind. But with you and the 4 Earth Angels and the absolute focus on the divine and my angelic guidance that started the whole thing off, it just really feels great to have this show as part of Beyond Being Human.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be part of this. Beyond Being Human, what you're doing is just fantastic. People need to be able to understand who they really are. I think there's a lot of fear out there, and this is an avenue, a platform that allows people to understand that we're all connected, that we are all unique, but we're all interdimensional connection to the sacredness of our souls, of the divine, of source energy, right? And so for me, it's just such a beautiful platform that you've created for your documentary. And please tell me, I mean, it's been a couple of years you've been working on this and networking, and you must have amazing individuals that are working with you to help bring this to enlightenment to everyone, to know that they are worthy of this greatness that you are, that we all are. And the people that have come across the path and have found Beyond Being Human, the feedback is off the charts. I mean, people are really enjoying what we're putting out there. I'd like to know a little bit about what it is that you've put together and how long that you've been doing this for and how it came to be.
The story of how it came to be is a long one, and there is an interview on my profile page. So really, the last couple of years, what I've been aiming to do is just create a good, solid network and enable a whole lot of people to maybe talk a bit differently than ordinarily they would in other circles, just really focusing on exploring our multidimensional nature. We've done these discussion panels, and we did one with the 4 Earth Angels with Cheryl Murphy. She's coming up in a moment, and also with Kimberly Meredith and with Kelly. It's taken a while to build a bit of a momentum and get solid with the people that I'm working with. And recently you became a pilot. I made a separation from our flight crew, and that started off with Nadi Hana and a few others, and it's grown incredibly since those early days. I mean, essentially, it's just a documentary that we're developing, but I got very, very strong message, just share all of the research that goes into it. And that's the key factor. The community is growing in its own pace, and that's fantastic. This point now, this year, is a transition into a more community-focused kind of thing, whereas previously it was more me and working with various individuals and doing interviews and conversations and discussion panels. And you can check the YouTube channel to find all of those. But now it's like, let's get some engagement happening. With these shows that you're doing and the other pilots, that becomes a regular stable of content that's going to be going out. These kinds of things, like exploring all of those particular topics, which you can find in the Explore tab in the Virtual Realm Exchange library of all of those particular topics, which we're going to focus on more and more as we go ahead.
I feel like most of the time when we're connected and finding a platform like yours, not only does it allow us to explore our multidimensionality, but it brings us such peace. Because where there's things that we may be unsure of, but we feel like there's something missing, this allows us to explore all these different avenues and feel where we're connected. And I think that's the biggest part of it all, is that we are connected, but we sometimes are so lost, especially in the 3D reality. And this is really something so important that I feel like most people are in the dark about who they really are. And what you're doing is bringing it to the forefront to allow them to even get a snippet of it, or putting it out into the consciousness of us, right? To explore that. And we're all connected. So we get those little hits from consciousness. The light is there. And so when we feel that, or we get a glimpse of it, we ponder that and say, oh, I'm so attracted to that. Why am I attracted to that? Because you're part of it. And I think that's really what the biggest thing is, even for the shift in 2023. We've been going through it. We are in it now. It is open. The doors are open. The portal is open. And I really feel that this avenue that you've created for many, many beautiful souls to come in and find these different elements is really helping. I'm so grateful to come across you. And I know it was from the divine. That's how we connected. How else can everyone really build the community with you? How can they get involved?
I just wanted to go a little bit further on multidimensional nature. So many people are just living their lives unaware. And that's what I'm hoping is really going to happen with Beyond Being Human, that we can actually start creeping into a more mainstream kind of thing. Like just recently, I revealed the project to my local community here, which is an eco-village. And I expected a lot of cynicism, skepticism, and like, oh, you know, that's just all mumbo jumbo, woo woo, etc. And I found that people were actually quite open to it. And I think that is the movement that is happening now. So yes, I want to open up to the community. I've just released the first newsletter, and I've been doing little newsletters to our group of speakers and participants in videos. Now it's going much wider to tell everybody out in the world. So I'd love people to just subscribe to that to begin with, but also tune into the YouTube channel. And there's a whole range of different things to watch there. I think some of it's really quite incredible, and that's up to you guys. I never put myself forward as the expert. You guys are the expert. We're also just looking into starting off Patreon, which is more to do with the film funding side of things. But essentially, it'll be the same as the membership of Beyond Being Human. People can participate in. It's a financial commitment, either monthly or yearly. It would be great to start building that community platform via the membership. We've got rising expenses now with all sorts of different software and the online fees and all of those sorts of things. So I do need to cover that, and any financial help in that regard is really, really much appreciated.
Well, we are supporting you, Michael, in this entire development. And I know that the right souls are going to be out there to help, to support. I know that this is a calling. This is a calling for them, as well as what you're doing here. And I know that everything's going to work out. Spirit has been guiding you and pushing you and saying it is time. It is time to grow. It is time to enlighten us, to help uplift us and support us. So absolutely. Thank you so much, Michael. I am so grateful.
Tell me about the reading that we had where you saw this lineup of angels behind me, which totally amazed me. fascinated me and really made me very, very happy because, in a sense, I am really trying to tune in, be true to that angelic guidance in everything that we do.
It was amazing. I could just see them standing behind you, but they kept going. The line was huge. They were just behind you and just pushing you, but with the power of love and the force of we're doing this together, that you're not alone. And it was incredible to see, because it felt like there was, hundreds even of angels and guides, and they were just so supportive. But it was like this push from above as well, from source energy, from God, as you may say. But they were so powerful. It's like that's your passion, that's your growth. Like, you get up every single morning to do this, and this is what drives you every day. It's them that's driving you. You're on a mission, but it's a collective mission. And that's what I could see. That's what I could feel when I get those scenes that they shine upon me clairvoyantly. It is so fascinating to me because they give it to me in all different ways: feeling, seeing, hearing, sensing, knowing, just feeling it. But this time I saw them, and it was incredibly powerful. And wow to you is what I say. Wow to you. Yeah.
Well, thank you. The feeling that I get is I'm just incredibly humbled by it, because, I'm just a guy. I'm not really clairvoyant. I might hear things every now and then. I might see little snippets and whatever. Nothing like the clarity and the breadth of what you and the others do. I can't do anything else. It's like this is the mission that has come forward. And when I look through my life now at all of the skills that I've done I haven't had a career path. I've had a training all through my life to lead to this project, really.
That's how it works, Michael. It's divine timing. That's literally what's happening. Your soul set this up with them. Just know that. And you're doing fantastic. And I'm so grateful.
Well, thank you. And look, I'm really keen to hear what Cheryl Murphy has to say, followed by Kimberly Meredith, who is also equally as amazing, and then Kelly Eckhart. And Kelly and Cheryl also have a podcast together. The family is gathering. And I should mention that the other pilots, tune into that on the Connect tab.
So let's begin our show with Miss Beautiful Cheryl Murphy.
Oh.
So I want to just start with breathing into the heart and feeling the power that you have. So we'll close our eyes and breathe. Feel that breath of life within you, that force that is within you that keeps us here on this planet and brings us life. And that's energy, and there's light, and there's movement with that. So feel the breath. Hear the sound of your breath. And release and let go all that no longer serves you. Breathe in the power of the light within that breath. Let it fill your whole body, your mind, your body, your spirit. And then relax into this now. And open up the heart. Dear God, dear Spirit, I want to open our hearts together with you. I want to be here in your soul, with my soul, as a whole unit of love. We are all here together because we are one. So thank you for being here, supporting us and guiding us. I'm so grateful for you, my guide, my spirit team. I'm so grateful for who we truly are, which is the divine spirit, which we are all great. We are all whole, healthy, and well. And I'm so thankful. Take another deep breath in and relax and let go. Okay. On this week's show, we will be speaking with my first guest and dear friend, medium Cheryl Murphy. She is a clairvoyant, healer, and an ordained minister, as well as a certified hypnotherapist, author, and intuitive facilitator. Cheryl Murphy has studied mediumship and advanced mediumship classes, and she has studied metaphysics for over 20 years, including international studies overseas, as well as here in the US. She has oriented her practice as a spiritual medium towards channeling loved ones who have passed over and the skill of psychometry. Cheryl loves helping people find their inner strength. She uses her ability as a psychic and a medium to help people make life's important decisions. As a psychic, she is able to bridge the connection to your spiritual guides. As a medium, she can put you in touch with your loved ones in spirit. Hello and welcome, Cheryl. I'm so very happy to have you here.
Kat, I just want to say thank you. It's such an honor to be here for your first show on Align with Divine. The energy, we've felt it all week long. So excited for this day to be here. So thank you for having me.
You're so very welcome. You know, you, Cheryl, in my opinion, are a student of spirit, yet truly an expert in the field of mediumship. I'm so looking forward to learning more about you and what you're doing. We have so much I'd like to cover today. So let's get started. First, Cheryl, tell me, how did your spiritual metaphysical work first start?
My abilities really run in my family. The women in my family are all intuitive and psychic. And I saw spirit for the first time that I can remember around the age of 3. It came as a golden glow in my room, woke me up. It felt very friendly and loving, as if it were a family. So a family of spirit, or even a children family of spirit, coming to play with me, to check on me, to let me know that I'm doing okay, and really just saying hello. And this beautiful golden glow came to visit me several times in my childhood. Also, when it would come in the middle of the night, it would wake me and we would play. So it would move things around in my room. It would remove a toy around, or, move a light, turn a light off and on, but it was always in fun and in play. So I never was afraid at all of the spirit world. So growing up, my brother and I would practice. And it was amazing because I did feel called to do this work. I did feel called to step into it more fully and completely. And, one day, about 12 years ago, I'll say, spirit world, the angels came and they lifted me up from my day job, so to speak, my traditional day job that I was having in healthcare. But they said, no, we want you to do this type of work, this type of healthcare full time. We need you to connect with people, let them know that we're here. The angels, guides, we're here to help and to bring more light to this planet. So really, I've been working full time as a medium and a psychic. I've always done it part time or on the weekends. But now I'm stepping into it full time. I love what I do. I have that passion to where I'm doing public demonstrations, showing the survival of our loved ones when they cross over, showing the survival of the soul, of the spirit, of the personality. Also, I do weekly podcasts, and I also have my healing prayer circle on Sunday evenings online. So I'm trying to get out the news, the information. I always want to empower people and teach them that they too have these abilities. It's like practice, right? Practice will actually help build that muscle, will help really open up people's psychic abilities. So I do believe that we're all intuitive, and we can definitely develop and build and grow those psychic muscles or the mediumship aspect of this. But it's a beautiful connection of the divine light within ourselves with divine source. So I'm just so passionate about what I do.
Oh, wow. And I feel it. I feel your passion because I feel it, because I connect the same way. I feel that passion within me, and it drives me. It's like, that's all I want to do. I just really want to help people. But when you help people, it's helping yourself to expand,
Truly.
to grow, to evolve. And when you help someone, it feels so good. So I just love that you're here with us. I really am. And it's interesting when you said that you are always connected to spirit, and even as a child. And I had a couple of similar experiences where I was flying around my own room as a child. And really, I kind of felt as though that as we got older, I was thinking, oh, it must have been in my imagination, right? I think a lot of people really think that it's just kids' thoughts, just imagination. And but when they have invisible friends, they're real. They really are, because I had those children that were flying around my room with me. And I would astral travel. That they call astral travel, leave the body at night. And I would go and I would fly around my kitchen table in the kitchen when my parents were having a dinner party or friends over playing their cards. And I would watch them and I'd be going around above their heads. And I'm thinking, this is just crazy stuff, but it's not. And then I actually kind of developed that even further, where I wanted to astral travel out my bedroom window and down the street and go into downtown. So I really started doing that until it kind of, I think what happens is some children start to lose that when they really feel like it's their imagination, until it comes back into their lives later on. And that's what happened with me as well. You said you've been doing this over 20 years, though, but you really kind of came into it now. And I think that's really what happened. Maybe 2015, you had mentioned once before.
Well, actually, at the end of the Mayan calendar, really, which was, I believe, December 21st, right, of 2012, I believe. But right at the end of the Mayan calendar is when I stepped out full time. And I got to tell you, the spirit world, I felt, encouraged me every day. I felt their energy more powerful. It was palpable. I knew I was on the right path. I knew I was being guided. They were helping me. They were supporting me. They were helping provide for me, so to speak, until I was able to start attracting beautiful clients and beautiful people who needed my help or needed reassurance about their own belief system or about their own connection, about them developing their own abilities within. And what I have learned, Kat, is that we awaken spiritually at any age. You're never too old, to connect to the spirit world. You're never too old. You can connect as a child. You can open up at any age, your 20s, your 50s, your 80s, whatever that is, it is all in divine timing. So I really want to encourage to let people know that, to continue to have faith and to open up your abilities, because they are there.
I agree. And when they say that only mediums or psychics, you're born with it, yes, it's just like any other skill. There's athletes that are born, I mean, they're just amazing already, and they don't have to work as hard. But I believe we're all spirit. And yes, you can connect to your own guides, your own angels, your own loved ones in spirit, and you develop that. You absolutely can. I mean, there's many people that are drawn later on in life, whether they've lost somebody to the spirit world, and then they said, I really want to connect with them. And then they join classes. They're guided. They really are guided by our loved ones. I really believe that strongly. And it's wonderful that you really felt them all along. I knew they were there, but I didn't feel them or really, really embrace the knowing until much later on in my life. And boy, it changed my whole life. I felt so whole, so like loved from the inside out, like a giant hug from the inside out. Whereas prior to that, some people, certainly me, felt an empty void, or, you try to numb it from external environmental factors and things that you're trying to numb the void, is what I say, the darkness. And the moment that you really connect to your heart and bring that light in, it's filled, it's overflowing, and you want to share that. And you just really, really, really want to share that with people and empower them to do the same thing. And I'm so with you on that. Can you tell me a couple of your most impactful or memorable experiences with the client and their loved ones in spirit?
I can. I had a really powerful experience when I first started about 10 years ago. I want to tell you that I had a beautiful human being coming to me in so much pain. He had been in an automobile accident about 6 months prior, and he wasn't recovering as quickly as he wanted to. He was feeling depressed. He wasn't able to hold a job down because of the immense back pain he had from the auto accident. So he was seeing multiple doctors for antidepressants, for pain medication, really not knowing where else to go, not knowing what else to try. And he called me, and through a series of working with him over the phone, we worked together for a few months. really opening up his intuitive abilities to where he was really connecting with his own body, his own pain, talking to that pain, working through it, connecting with his spirit guides, his angels, to really find out more information about why he wasn't healing. And it did turn out that he had some emotional blocks to deal with. It turned out that he needed to listen because he wasn't listening. He wasn't being grounded enough. Grounding is so important. What's wonderful about this meeting this man is we're still friends today. He has come through an amazing progress of healing. His prescription medication with his doctor's help has gone down tremendously. So this is a beautiful example of someone who is connected to their higher guidance system, someone who connected to their own abilities of intuition, where he was able to use the help of his guides, his support from his angels, to find out exactly what he needed to help heal. And he was able to facilitate his own healing. I was there just to help provide him, to coach him along, to introduce him to these beautiful guides and angels, but really to introduce him to his own unique ability as a spiritual being to heal within. And really, I'm just so proud of him. He's come such a long way. So really, it is about he stepped into his own authentic power of who he was, as a beautiful being of light and love, and really is on such a remarkable healing path right now. But he's come so far.
I love that. I really, really love that. And I know that, words, our thoughts create that reality, even subconsciously. We're not even aware of that. And it can be from actually previous lifetimes that we've carried on into this lifetime that we're not aware of. I absolutely understand how much the spirit world does help us and assist us. And they're always here with us when we need them the most. We may not realize how much we do need them at the moment in which we need them. So talking to our guides, talking to our angels, dear spirit, please help us. Please guide us, support us. I'm open and receptive to that. And so, yes, I absolutely love how much you've helped this gentleman. It's so rewarding, isn't it? It's just not just rewarding in it's not ego. It's such love that you're giving to people with your healing work. So as a medium, you're connecting to the spirit world, but you're also a healer. That's really what you are.
Thank you, Kat. When my work as a medium and a psychic, when they deepen and I continue to learn, I'm continuing to evolve, my healing ability is also deepening and evolving. So I do help people long distance. Even I helped a gentleman in Europe. We did a long distance healing where we talked on the phone first, and then I gave him instructions, or, I meditated and helped heal. He had a physical ailment he was working on that he had surgery, but it just wasn't healing. So we worked on it some more. But I do energy healing where I do support people. I don't invade their energy space, so to speak, but I support whatever is happening naturally. I'm just there to support with my energy field. So I do always ask the patient, always for their permission before I begin my work. But then I usually work for 24 hours with people on a healing journey, on their path, or helping them just to remove a block, or helping them uplift their vibration or feel better about their next journey, their next path on their healing journey. So, but it is so important to realize that, being a psychic and a medium is wonderful. And being a healer is just, it's so important to realize that we all have this ability to, when we open our hearts, to step into that wonderful world of healing and of compassion, of empathy for others. So truly, it's a rewarding field. And I love to help people in this way as well.
I know, I absolutely do, because I feel that everyone has something unique about them that they need. And it's not everyone fits into the same box. And sometimes it is connecting to their loved ones in spirit. And sometimes it is about an emotional, maybe a trauma, a physical or an emotional trauma. And again, it can be from other lifetimes even. So if we go into a deep meditation or guide them into really understanding who they were in other lifetimes, that can also change their reality here in this lifetime, which is amazing. Just think about how much work goes into helping somebody in other lifetimes and how rewarding that is to change their lives in that way. I just feel so grateful for that, because what you do here now affects all lifetimes. Like, think about that.
It is so true, because it's as if it's a ripple effect. And it goes backwards and forwards, right? It goes into the past life, into the future lives. I do believe that when we pray for our loved ones in spirit, our departed loved ones, it's helping them too. They feel, they receive that love that we're sending to them. So when you and I, when we all send out that beautiful vibration of love and healing on this planet, even, it ripples out, just like we're throwing a stone in the water, that beautiful ripple. And energy is never wasted. It's always transformed. It's always, at that high vibration. So when you and I, when we have discussions like this, and you have wonderful channeling that you're doing and other guests on your show, and you raise that vibration to that divine source, it lasts. It goes out into the world to help others. So it's so important what we're all doing. We're all really growing into our heightened awareness of who we are, why we're here. We're here to help. We're here to be of service, right? We're here to love, to bring more joy, to bring absolutely more healing. People on this planet need some help right now. And that's why it's so important what you're doing, Kat, about helping people connect with their own intuition, with the messages you're bringing through your channeling ability, which is a beautiful gift or a beautiful ability that you have. You really do bring some profound healing as well. I've received a healing from you, Kat, and I want to say it is truly from the divine. So thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to be of service to you. I love doing the healing work. That's how I got started, actually. The healing power came through me, and it was moving my body. And I knew it wasn't me consciously moving my body. And that's how it evolved. And but yes, absolutely. And so we can shift past and future lifetimes, which is really not the past or the future, because it's all happening now, right? So by doing this, it is helping the world. And joy, first of all, why are we here, right? That's the question. Why are we here? Well, we're here because we're love, we're light, and we're divine. And to shine in the way that we wish to shine, and to help our own soul evolve. And by doing so, it brings us joy to help others. And that's what helps to evolve, right? And it helps to shine light onto them. And, just a smile, sharing a smile with somebody. I mean, just you can feel when someone smiles at you and how it makes your day. And then on the rest of your day just goes by even better. And so that everyone has an impact, and you have a choice with your own free will, how you want to be, right? How you want to choose to be in this lifetime. And it can change in one moment by the thought. And it's so important that if you're having a bad day, one thought can completely change your reality. And that shifts you into a higher vibration. And I like to think of it like this: is if you're getting in on an elevator and the bottom floor is, well, let's just call it like not where you want to be. It's like the basement. So you want to go higher and higher. And when you get off the higher floors, the party's there in a good way. The vibration, the music is there, the energy is there, the love is there. And so the more that you do this, you get higher and higher, and the right people come into your life that just bring such love and compassion. And when you're on the lower floors, they're not on the lower floors. So you can't find them there. So it's in your highest, best interest to raise your vibration and go up to the top floor of the elevator. That's what I say. I really want to hear a lot about your healing prayer that you do every week.
I have a weekly healing prayer circle that I do. It's called the Healing Prayer Circle, where I add meditation. I do this online, so it's online on Zoom. People join me there. It's free to join through my website, mediumcheryl.com. And I really opened up this healing prayer circle for a community. I wanted to build a community of like minds. I wanted to give people a place to go where we can talk about these subjects of healing and psychic and mediumship and spirituality and intuition, where we can go and learn about manifesting. So when you come to my healing prayer circle, it's online. And for people who can't make it every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, I send out the recording in an email the next day, because I do reach people in other countries, South Africa, Australia. I have other people where it just doesn't work at that time. So, but I do hear emails from people. They send me their comments on how much they appreciate me recording these episodes of healing and manifesting. And you know what I love is sharing with people how powerful group prayer is. Group prayer, group meditation. There is a saying, when two or more are gathered in his name, right? So if I have a group of people, if we sit around and we close our eyes and we set our intention of light and love and happiness and joy and manifesting and beautiful healing to happen, it gives people a chance to experience that in a group platform, because it's exponentially more powerful when you can do this in a group. So I have over almost 2,000 people in my healing prayer circle. Now, not everyone can join me on Zoom on those Sunday evenings, but I have so many people involved, because it does come with a private Facebook page where we connect with each other. We share what we need to help manifest, or what we need healing with, or even if you had a friend getting surgery or needing help in a relationship, this is where you can feel safe. You can feel open about that, and you will receive the support of everyone in the community helping you to heal or manifest those dreams and desires. So it's called the Healing Prayer Circle, but I love to call it the Healing Prayer and Meditation Circle. I do feel that I'm channeling or I'm meditating beforehand to really get a feel for the circle for that evening. I do believe I get messages from my guides and angels on where the group is feeling, or what's happening in the planet that needs to be discussed, right? Maybe we need to review something that's happening, or, anticipate some energy that is about to happen. But really, it is just a community of love. It's a community of feeling very special, because, ever since we became more on Zoom, or more online now than ever before, people need that connection. We need that community still. And this is what I'm providing, is that healing prayer circle. So it's really such an honor. And I'm so grateful that everyone is helping to really build this community that we have.
I've experienced your healing prayer circle, and it is magnificent. And I personally, I just never really, not that I didn't believe in prayer when I was younger. I just didn't have a connection to the prayers at that time of my life. But now I am, and I say this with such love, because the power of prayer, in your words, it's just like me speaking with you now. You can hear me. We're communicating. There is a real communication when you have prayer, and to gather together and all have that same intention just brings such love, power, healing. I mean, it is absolutely amazing what prayer does. And I'm all for that. I pray every day now. And some people can just call it affirmations even, or just talking to your loved ones in spirit, or your angels, or your guides, or your own soul. And however it works for you, however it resonates with you to do so, I just believe in talking to the unseen world, because they are communicating in different ways with us, with signs and symbols and things that, might come up as far as synchronicity, right? That happens in your life. But I absolutely love your prayer circle, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of that show. And so thank you for sharing that. Would you be able to take us through a meditation or a prayer that you would have hold here to help everyone?
I would love to do this, Kat, because it's so important for all of us to understand that prayer can just mean sending someone good thoughts. Prayer can mean wishing someone well. Prayer can mean visualizing golden light and just circling someone with golden light. That can be a prayer. And as you know, a prayer could be the words, thank you. that is a prayer in itself. That is a prayer. But I would love to lead everyone on a meditation. So if you would please, if you would like, I would say close your eyes or let them gently gaze at the ground. I would just say sit back and relax, put your feet on the ground. But it is about taking that moment for yourself and breathing in love and gratitude. So let's just take a moment and breathe. And if you can, breathe all the way down to the belly, right? Take that breath in all the way down to the belly of love and gratitude for yourself. And I want you to visualize or imagine a beautiful golden light in your heart. It's a beautiful ball of pure golden light. With each gentle breath, breathing at your own natural rhythm, love and gratitude. Having that beautiful golden light expand now over the chest area, knowing that that healing light is healing and expanding. It's creating space, not only in your physical body, but in your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body. You'll even notice that your thoughts might be slowing down. That's beautiful. And let's have that beautiful golden light now expand not only around your chest and over your chest, but fill it up all the way to the top of your head. And then see that beautiful golden light going all the way down to the feet. It's as if it's filling your body up with golden healing light. And I always like to use gold. It is a very good grounding color. It's also very high vibration. So maybe we can take another breath in and out, imagining that gold now with sparkles or shimmers or glitter. We really want to see it vibrant and healthy, very active and healing. Beautiful. And before we end the meditation, I want you to take that beautiful golden light and open it up into the room that you're in, whether you're in your room or your office, you could be in your car even, but fill the room you're in up with that beautiful golden light, knowing that you're sending healing out, not only into the room, but whoever may need it at this time. If you'd like to think of someone that you'd like to send healing to, have that golden light go to them, a family member, a friend. Know that we always have that infinite flow of healing ability come through, and we share that. Knowing that all is well, we breathe in and we breathe out again, love and gratitude. Thanking our guides, our angels, thanking ourselves for taking this moment for each and every one of us. And so it is. And when you're ready, you may gently find your way back, coming into the room you're in, into your own here and now, into the present moment. Opening your eyes gently, letting your fingers and toes wiggle just a little bit, just to find your way back. Feeling good. Very good. Thank you.
All I can say, Cheryl, is that I have like a permanent smile on my face. It just brought such joy to me to feel that right now. So thank you so much. That absolutely uplifted me. So, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. You have to take a big, deep breath on that experience because it really is healing.
It's
healing all aspects.
Mm-hmm. And taking your time coming back from a meditation is important. Really, it is healing, and knowing that that healing, it can continue right through this evening. It's not that it stops. It's like once you create a healing to happen, you're inviting that beautiful divine love in your heart. So know that that can continue to heal even when you go about your day. Even though we're finished with the meditation, you can always call upon it, in a future meditation, or ask for more healing to happen. So you can carry that with you now, and it's yours.
That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. Wow, the time has gone by so quickly here. If there is one message you'd like to leave with everyone, what would it be, Cheryl?
Kat, my message for everyone is to remind them that love and life, it's happening for them, right? Love is not happening, or it's not impossible to obtain. For example, life is happening for you. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. And once you experience divine light, or once you have an experience of synchronicity in your life, because we do need to experience it, some of us, to step into that belief and that faith and that knowing that it's happening. So know that life is happening for you. It truly is a gift. And to really use that level of compassion, to use it with gratitude, because love and gratitude and compassion, these are all high vibrations. And if we can have that more in our life on a daily basis, and be grateful even for the little things that we think are little but may mean so much, right, to someone else, but really have those heartfelt moments of gratitude and love, knowing that that's really why we're here. We're here to help others. We're here to be of service. So just know that if you can start your day with an open mind and open heart, you've already won, right? You have already won. You've stepped into that gratitude. So I would just say, wake up each morning saying thank you, saying a prayer, feeling gratitude for a moment to start your day.
Absolutely. That is perfect. And I am so thankful to have you on my show today. I really am so grateful. You are such a beautiful light to the world. And I'm so grateful to have met you through the Last Breath book, True Stories of Mediumship and the Afterlife and Messages from Heaven, that we are both co-authors in. And also to be part of the Four Earth Angels Mediumship and Healing Group, which is now in our second year, as well with you, and to have been able to spend time together today with you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And for everyone, if you would like to schedule a time with Cheryl to have your own connection with your loved ones, or to experience any of her upcoming events and radio show, you can find her at mediumcheryl.com. In closing, I'd like to share with you this message. Love heals you. Love is with you, and love guides you. Thank you for the power of your light, and may God bless you. Thank you, everyone. Light beams of love. This is Kat Divine on Align with Divine, and I'll see you next time. I'm all about the angels. Why? Because they're high vibration, and so are we. Today is about experiencing the light, experiencing the high vibrations of the universe, and connected to your soul. So that's what I'm here for today.
Right. So when I start talking about the angels, I'm just wondering if they're not with us right now on the call, like helping us out, making this happen. I mean, that's how easy we have to understand that that's where they are. There are so many angels. Really, I always say for every wish you have, there's an angel to help you, so just think of all the thousands of angels and wishes you've made.
I absolutely agree with that. Because if you want to write a book, guess who's going to appear? Your guide, your angel guide that helps you to write that book. So there's an angel, a guide for everyone, for everything in your life. They're there to support you. They're there when you need help. They're there when you need service to others, to anything that you need in your life and anything that you're doing. Gardening can be as simple as going outside and being in the garden. Well, you're going to have an angel right there with you too, because there's angels in the garden. Right. Yep, I agree. It's the unseen world is so magnificent beyond our imagination. It really is.
It really is. And I always encourage people when they take up a new hobby or a new interest, if, for example, if they want to take up painting, they could really attract a wonderful, famous artist even that was a painter. I mean, they would attract that energy of that type of a guide to help them with their painting. I know, for example, when I was working on playing the piano, that I attracted a guide. I've never met her before, but she came in one of my meditations and said, I'm going to help you with your piano playing. And it's just amazing. And so I do believe if we're open to it, then it will happen.
Absolutely. And, yes, we have our guides. Yes, we have our angels. But when you ask for that help, when you ask for that assistance, they come in a force like is beyond recognition sometimes, because it is so powerful what they can do with when we ask for that assistance. We're born with free will. So yes, they can absolutely help us, but there's a law, and that's the free will law. So they can only help it to a certain point. But of course, then there's those that they interject, and miracles happen when there's most needed. But that's because of our soul. Our soul is saying, hey, at this point in your life, this is something that's going to happen and occur, and we're there to support you. So I believe in the power of our free will. When we ask for assistance, we get that assistance. And when we don't ask for it and we are closed off to it, then that's part of our journey. Right. So we have a choice in this lifetime to be open and receptive and ask for assistance. So I've learned to ask for assistance. I didn't believe in asking before. I didn't actually believe in prayers. And now I every day, like I can't even tell you how many times a day that I pray, because it's conversing with the spirit world. That's what it's doing. It's my relationship with them, praying. And then listening, meditating, and listening to the answers of what they're giving to me, and that they're helping me. And then you get that inspiration, or all of a sudden you get that divine information that you're really, really needing. And without that meditation, without that asking, you don't get that, right? Because you're too busy in your thoughts, caught up every single day. And so today I say, everyone, please pray and ask for assistance.